Hello everyone, welcome back to Unranked to Master. Today I'm playing Ryze, and I'll quickly show you guys the OPGG so you can see a little bit of gold, a little bit of silver here and there. I got some feedback on the videos, so some things that you guys talked about was trying to play a bunch of unique champs, like trying to play as many different champs as I can. That's definitely something I'll try and do. So obviously got the Ryze game here for you guys. Another thing that a lot of people brought up was trying to talk more about the enemy mistakes, and I will do my best to incorporate some of this, but honestly, I think that if you're below Master, a lot of the game you're just playing against yourself rather than playing against your opponent. Because there's so many just unforced errors, so I think you should be worrying a little less about what your opponent is doing to begin with, and honestly just focus on like perfecting your side of things. So I am mainly going to talk about what I'm doing. What am I doing here? Well, first off, I want to slow push this wave into Katarina. That's so that I can look to have a level 2 advantage, have a level 3 advantage, and try harass her as much as I can. That being said, against most assassin champs, normally after around level 3, you want the wave to be coming back to you, and that's so that you have safety from them chasing you down the lane, and also so that you can set up ganks on them, right? Like, you don't want to be pushed under their tower, normally level 3 plus. So for the most part, I'm just going to be looking to harass her whenever she comes up to creeps. The more damage you can get done here, the better. But really, the main thing that you're caring about is building this wave up as big as you can and having it crash under her tower at level 3. Now, before this wave crashes, I am going to drop a ward, and I think that ward's going to be on top side. It's really, really important that you drop this ward before the wave goes under tower, because what you don't want is the wave to go under tower and then for you to be unable to actually harass, right? So I'm going to ward top side, and that should keep me safe from any sort of gank from up there, and that will allow me just to continue to push this wave in. Just be careful of standing on the daggers. Obviously, you don't want to take too much damage. And we want to shove in this wave as quickly as possible. Just again, so that we're not stuck under her tower and so that we do have a little bit of time to harass her. So get this all the way under. We have our wards set up. So we'll just punish her here before she hits level 3. Once she hits level 3, though, we're going to need to be a lot more careful. And that's when we're going to let the wave just come back to us. You can kind of see at this point. Now, rather than hitting the wave, I'm just going to kind of let it come out. So I already have a pretty substantial lead, like 19-9, which is really good. And so now that she's level 3 and that she's strong, I just need to be a bit more careful. I'll still try and play aggro if I can. But really, my goal right now is to just be a little bit safer. Obviously, look to punish her cooldowns. Like, if she waits them, I'll look to trade. But for the most part, I just want to be safe. And the thing is that Ryze so hard outscales Katarina that, like, if we don't die, we should be fine. Now, here she's level 4, I'm level 3. So I'm just going to back away a little bit. Just don't want to trade too hard into her with that level advantage, because I know she'll win. Looks like she warded bot side. Feel good. Now, it is important, if you can, to make sure this wave freezes outside your tower. You don't really want to let it crash, and the reason for that is because if it does crash, she's going to be able to roam for free. So if you can, you want to thin this wave out a little, and do your best to hold it off the tower. So, like, if you can here, try and hold it. It might be too much HP sometimes, but I think here it's fine. And as you can see, this now puts her in a very, very gankable position, and her ward's bot side. So if Graves is smart, it should probably just be a free mid gank. I'm going to ping. And now I'm going to look to go aggressively onto her. Should I flash for this? I think I will. Maybe we can kill her quickly. Yep, nice. We get the kill there. So really, what do we do here? Oh, actually, let me kill this guy first. Poke him out or whatever. Yeah, I don't really have anything else for him. I think that might be it. Okay, so what did we do here? Basically, the main thing we abused here was wave control. So we knew that because we get prio over the lane, it's really easy for us just to do a 3-wave crash, get a little bit of harassment, have it come back to us, and then look to set up a gank. So if you have gank set up, obviously, you know, looking for a gank is really, really easy. But the main thing there was the wave control, and you can do that pretty much regardless of whatever champ you're playing, as long as you have the winning matchup, right? If you're losing, you generally don't have control over what you do with the wave. But if you're winning, it's pretty easy to engineer that situation. Now I'm going to reset and grab my Catalyst. Catalyst is a great first buy against any sort of lane that you want to neutralize, or especially against assassins, because you're going to get too tanky for them to all in you, and then you're just going to be able to do whatever you want. So what's our goal now? Well, we don't have flash, so that is something we need to be a tiny bit careful of. At the same time, their gank setup is pretty poor. It's not like they have a, you know, really strong roaming support or something, right? They have Nami. Katarina herself doesn't have any gank setup. So we should kind of be fine to do whatever we want. Probably what we want to do is start roaming around the map once we hit 6. At the same time... Is that her ward? No, that was Graves' ward. At the same time, we do not have boots, which means that roaming is kind of slow. So it might not be time to roam yet. And until that point, we can just look to, again, continue to pressure our lane, try and take plates if we can, or just focus on, yeah, getting some gold. So have a look. I mean, bot could be gankable. I mean, they are actually all inning, so I might start walking bot, although I am walking over a ward. Yeah, waste of time. So that was a bit bad because I didn't harass Katarina under tower on that wave. So you got to be careful. Like, if you ever shove a wave into your opponent like that and don't get anything with it, then you are just kind of giving them free farm. You're just like slowly letting them back in the game. So be really careful, like pushing for prio and then not doing anything with it. Like, if you see opportunities to roam or you see opportunities to gank someone, take them, obviously. I think I'll be fine here. I think I'm tanky enough. In fact, I think I just get a kill. Yeah, so that was pretty lucky. I mean, you know, you're not really expecting to get those. I was just a bit too tanky there. So what do we need to be careful of after this, though? I mean, actually, real quick, we could gank top. So I was looking for honey fruit here, but I think we can actually gank top as well. Looks like I'll be able to save my ulti here, so I'll try and get a bit of health. And this is more an opportunistic roam. Again, I was just looking for the honey fruit, but because Aatrox is overextended, I think we can get a kill on him. At least we'll have a look. Okay, I need to be careful. He's probably going to Q. I think I'm dead. Okay, well, that's a bit annoying. We didn't have a ward, so yeah, I guess bad roam by me. Or not a bad roam, rather a misexecution, right? I should have played it a bit slower. I kind of knew that something like that might happen, but ultimately it ends up being not too bad. Little misplay by me, though. So what are we going to do? We're going to go for, actually, probably... yeah, this. So I want some movement speed so that I can roam around the map a little easier. That's going to be very important, because if you are playing a roaming champ, obviously you want to roam a lot. And that also is quite helpful for dodging skill shots. If you are in a skill shot lane, it doesn't really matter in this game, but, you know, it can help. So I did lose quite a bit for that, right? Like, I lost a plate and I lost a couple waves mid, so it was definitely like a big miswave by me, just playing the roam too fast. I think the roam was good. I just needed to play it slower. I could have waited for Jace to be there. I could have waited for Graves to be in position, but ultimately, like, it's fine. So what are we going to do now? Shove this wave and look to set up our vision. So we're on the map for... Generally, when you're on the first wave back, that's when you need to set up vision, because you want to be in a position to play aggressively. But if you don't have your vision set up, that can be hard. So come and drop a pink there. And that normally means that now I will be safe and I can look for a roam or something. So if Cat roams here, that would be a very easy chance for us to roam bot side. Shove this wave in. I'll just ping. I mean, we can definitely win this 2v2. Okay. Kind of misplayed that. I should have kept vision of the bush. And that way I could have slowed him. He did have his ghost on, so I'm not sure I could have killed him. But I think, yeah, I definitely misplayed that a little. Aatrox also might be mid. He's not showing top. Okay, so what next? I think shove this wave and then probably look for bot ganks or something. It's really, really easy. Okay, here comes Aatrox. Ooh, okay. Probably need to ult out. Yeah, so this is a bit annoying. We're getting pressured a lot mid right now. Like, their junglers running across mid a lot, and their, you know, top laner obviously came mid. So our main goal right now is just to not die while this Aatrox is here. In fact, Aatrox is committing for drag. So if Aatrox is committing for drag like this, then all you need to do is just not die, because they're going to end up losing so much topside. Or at least that's kind of what you're playing for. This guy is kind of playing way too aggro here, right? Like, he definitely does not win trades, so he's not allowed to do that. If you're Aatrox here, by the way, you should never do this, because, like... Okay, well, quick kill. The reason you shouldn't do this is because you should lose more top than whatever you would get at this play. And I honestly think that is still the case. Even though Aatrox got a kill, I think it's ultimately still not worth it. I can't really help Leona here. I don't know what to spawn. Aatrox got 2 kills, and honestly, that's like the highest possible return, and I think it's still not worth it, right? Like, just generally, roaming without having pushed your wave first is a bad idea. So I just need to make sure I don't die and make this roam even more worth it for him. If Cat goes on me, especially without ulti, I can probably kill her, so I might try stand on this dagger and bait her. See if she falls for it. Doesn't look like it. Playing a bit respectfully. Okay, shove that in. And we're kind of, like, okay with a slow game, I guess, because we do outscale, but normally you can look to find a lot of early roams as Ryze. So on this wave, we could maybe look bot. Like, the enemy bot lane is pushed up pretty far, and it is a cannon wave, so cannon waves are good to gank on because they can allow you to dive, and also because you can normally get a bunch of extra kills after them. Because people are going to grieve for the cannon. So I'm going to quickly hit this plate to get it, and then I'm going to check my side. So top, maybe could have gone top, but too healthy. So I'm just going to reset for Roa. So that's really important. Just every time after you push a wave, or while you're pushing a wave is probably a better way of doing it. Just have a look at the other lanes and see if there's anywhere you can gank. Otherwise, you can just use your prio for something else, like warding or roaming or, you know, baiting, whatever. Now here, Cat has a 1 window to move. So basically, oh, this guy should be very careful. He's down 3 levels. Katarina could have killed him right there, I think. I'm almost certain. So he's very lucky that he got away from that. And in fact, he's still, like, I'm coming. Okay, well, he leveled up. Okay, should be able to kill her here. Oh, he's going for it. Okay, Scats ended up dying. Again, a little bit of an overextension by her. She could have killed the Graves earlier, I think, if she'd just gone when it was out in the open. But at this point, like, she's just kind of too far behind me, right? Like, I've just ended up too strong compared to her. So I still want to look for roams here if I can. But right now, I'm not really seeing it. Like, yeah, no one really looks gankable. Maybe top after this wave. I do have ulti soon, so I do want to look for something eventually. Yeah, maybe we look top after this wave. Ooh. We'll shove this in. I think we'll try take this plate, and then we'll try roam. Hopefully this Aatrox doesn't get too out of control, because Aatrox is like the one champ on this team that could maybe be hard for me. So I'm going to hit this, and then probably look top. So top's heavily trading. Oh, never mind. Okay, got a kill. Maybe I look bot then. So it can't be on this wave, because I don't have ulti, and it's too far away. But I think eventually, probably next wave, we start potentially looking in the bot river. They're pinging grubs. I don't think grubs are that important, but it is possible, or it's like, it's ideal, not possible. It's ideal if you can make roams with your jungler. It's not required to roam with your jungler, but, you know, it's generally better. If you can roam the side your jungler's on, it's going to be good. Now, I can maybe save this guy at the same time. I think he's actually just dead. Yeah, I'm just going to leave him. So I could ult up there, but honestly, it doesn't look like it'd be that good. I think it would just end up I die to Udyr as well. So I think in the meantime, we just try and DPS down these grubs, and hopefully we can get them before anyone shows up. But if someone does show up, we know it's going to be a 3v2, so we'd probably need to leave. So we're really just kind of rushing these down and then looking to leave, pretty much. But that's good, we got them. So, ooh, do I need to help them? Probably can. Maybe focus cat here. Or what else vision. I think he's tanky enough that he'll end up living. In fact, we could probably just kill them both. Wow, we're actually going to all end up living. That is really annoying. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, so they already ended up living. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Maybe I could have warded a bit earlier. I don't know. Ultimately, it was still probably pretty good. I think Jace gets to clean up at least 1 kill here, if not 2. Leona is here as well. We might have played it a bit too fast. They're so low. Okay, nice. That was very, very close. Could have been kind of bad. Now I'm just going to go... I could go tier 2 boots. Is it worth it? Steel caps are kind of good. I think for now, I'm just going to go for these. So I could go tier 2 boots here, and it is pretty good, obviously, for the roaming. But I do think that at the moment, it's probably better just to rush out my Seraphs, because there's no boot that's great here. I mean, I could have gone Sorks, I guess. I am still AP. Yeah, I'll probably build Sorks later. Maybe I could have gone Sorks there. Ultimately, though, I don't think it matters too much. I found a way to spend my gold, so yeah, it's probably fine. So what are we looking for next? I think we have ulti, and my jungler is bot, so it would be good if we could make a play on bot lane. That being said, bot lane, I don't think it's very volatile, right? Like, most of the fights have been top, which means all the sums and stuff are going to be missing from top lane rather than bot lane, right? So it might be difficult for us to gank bot. That being said, again, if they overextend, we'll have a look, but I feel like it's kind of hard. Anyway, keep pushing this in. Just be a little careful. Yeah, trades are looking good. Okay, so they want to do drag. I'm gonna ward over this wall. Yeah, that kind of protects the drag. How's bot lane looking? Yeah, still pretty ungankable. Jace is making the same mistake Aatrox did, by the way. Like, just giving up these random waves to, like, roam around the map, I think is a very, very bad idea. I really don't think that's a good way to play solo queue. It might feel more consistent because you're always at the fight, but honestly, you miss so much farm that it's honestly just not really worth it. I'm just gonna ult to chase this. Yeah, just kill one. Maybe we can kill Udyr as well. Doesn't really have anywhere to go. Might go now jungle, actually. Champ's a bit too fast. Yeah, probably not worth chasing him. I'll just keep shoving this bot wave in. Again, really prioritize the wave. That's super important. Like, the way Jace and Aatrox are playing this game by just running around the map, it's just a guaranteed way to lose out on CS, basically. It's really not good. Now, I could stay here and siege with Jace, but because there are waves elsewhere on the map, I probably want to go clean those up instead. So, like, if the mid wave isn't being pushed, for example, I want to go to that wave. It's super, super important that at all times, you're prioritizing waves. That is, like, the most important thing about League of Legends, is that you're pretty much always either, like, you know, farming a wave, or on your way to farming a wave, or, like, you know, making some objective play after pushing a wave, right? Again, the waves being the kind of, like, the most important thing that you do before and after everything. So shove this in. Aatrox soloed the Rift Herald, which is, I mean, kind of okay. I could maybe look at Aatrox here. Yeah, he's pretty overpushed. I might quickly have a look. I do have enough gold for an item, so I'm only really looking at this because, again, I kind of have time. He should play slowly. I might just kill him anyway, but... Coming... Oh, that's not the right way to go. Okay, managed to kill him. So I'll leave it. I'll leave this wave to him again and just try and run instantly back to my mid wave because I don't want to give up this wave for free. I might end up losing some of it. It's possible now that Cat roams bot. This is like a very bad time for bot lane to fight because bot lane are fighting after I ran top, right? Which means it's almost guaranteed that Katarina is going to be bot, as we can see. So again, I can't get to this play in time. I could TP, but it's probably higher percentage just to come and hit this mid tower. Like generally following roams is... Well, it's good if you can, but if you're too late, then it's pointless. So that was very bad by bot lane, right? They gave 2 kills over to Katarina and a shutdown because they fought at a bad time. But what can we do? I mean, we can't do anything about that, right? The best thing we can do is just take this mid tower. And then I probably want to reset. I have a ton of gold. So we'll shove this. Normally before resetting, if you do have the resources, like if you're full HP, full mana, you want to see if there's anything else you can take before you reset. So like right here, for example, I can take these raptors. In other games, you know, maybe you push out an extra wave before resetting. Like, you're mainly timing your resets around, like, objectives. So if there's an objective to fight, you want to go to that. These guys are kind of, yeah, fighting at bad times again. I wasn't really ready to pressure here, right? It's a bit unfortunate. Like, I maybe could have TP'd to this. I don't know how they died to this. So because Cat roam bot, I should probably stay on the map and try punish something top. I guess I should have cancelled my recall there and just kept going mid. It's annoying though, you know, like I pinged that roam many times and they still died to it. Unfortunately, nothing we can really do about it, right? The best thing we can do is just try and punish, because if we were in position already to punish that, like by taking a tower, that would have been better. But ultimately, we weren't, and they really needed to not fight. And that's like one of the hardest parts about solo queue. And this sort of stuff happens in Challenger as well, by the way. Like, people don't respect roams at any level of play, even if you ping them. So here I have 3,000 gold. I could maybe do one more wave, but because there's no vision topside, I think it's safer just to reset. I'm going to go for this, and then probably a little bit of magic resist. I could maybe TP bot here if these guys overextend. I'm going to have a look at it. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for it. So they look pretty overextended. I think I can get at least 1 kill here. So we're going to have a look at the gym. Nice. And then we just shove this wave all the way in. So we did use our TP for this play, which means, you know, we won't have TP to go somewhere else. But what can we do? We can probably take this tower. So again, just trying to take as much gold as we can at pretty much all times. Yeah, we'll just take this tower. Katarina is probably running mid from topside, so I'll do my best to ping that. It would have been better here, by the way, if Leona went mid, because I don't actually need her to be bot. And it would be good if she went mid. So here, I'm going to use my bot priority and maybe try ulti mid if they keep going. Yeah, I'll see if I can come. This guy is pretty far up, so maybe I can have a look. They did see me on this, though, so maybe I can't. Yeah. Doesn't look like I'll be able to. And I'll leave this wave for Jinx, maybe. Ooh. I could try to shut this guy down. I mean, he has a big bounty, so if we could get a kill, it'd be great. See if I can bait him. Got out. I'm lagging, by the way. Not ping, just FPS. I don't know what's happening. I've been having a lot of FPS problems on this patch. Jace is going top, so I'm probably going to stay bot side. Now, this game, I have kind of an itemization choice to make, and that kind of depends on how much magic resist I need, because they basically only have fed APs at the moment, or they have an Aatrox, but I can probably kite him out. At the same time, like, I really want my death cap third, because that's going to make me do a lot more damage, so I'm probably just going to sit on this null magic and not upgrade it. Yeah, and that'll probably just, that'll probably be enough. But in team fights now, like, I really need to think about, like, what are the main threats to me. So at the moment, it's this Aatrox, obviously, and also this Katarina. So I need to think about how to deal with that. It's a bit unfortunate. This guy is down 3 levels now in topside, which is why he's getting absolutely blasted. Okay, we should be able to kill this cat. I'm going to flash this wall. Nice. So we get the cat, and we can probably kill this Nami as well, and that should give us the drag. Now, ulting in here could be risky, but I think I'll be okay. Let's get a slow on her, take her out, and then hopefully we can kill Udyr. Should be able to. Oh, I missed one. Hopefully they can get the kills, though. Oh my god, they actually want to FF. I'm going to vote no. I'm going to vote no. Thinks needs to stop using abilities and just auto-attack, probably, and should get the kills. that was good. I mean, we got the Katarina shutdown. At the same time, I gave a shutdown to Jhin, which is kind of sad. And also, like, top's losing really hard. So this game is very losable at the moment. Like, they probably can get this drag. And when you look back at this game, you know, if I do end up losing, the main reason would probably be that roam top where I died to Aatrox, because that, like, started the Aatrox snowball, right? There was also a lot of other mistakes. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not the only one who has made mistakes. Like, stuff like the Katarina getting those free roams and stuff. Obviously, those could have all been really avoided. But, like, you've always got to look at, like, where you could have done better. And for me, giving that shutdown of, like, 150 bonus gold to Aatrox top was, you know, potentially a big turning point in this game, right? That being said, I think we can still win. So I am going to need some items. And if we can stop this dragon, it would be really, really big, because them getting this dragon would be, you know, it'd be problematic, to say the least. Alternatively, we can maybe just rush down Baron. I'm kind of down for that. I'm just going to try ping my team to come. So this is something you can do if you know you can't win the fight on dragon. Like, right now, it's very hard for us to get in there. Okay, they don't want to do it. We could have done it. Basically, because we can't get into this dragon area because we have no vision, it would be better just to one-shot Baron. And because we have, like, a ton of DPS, we have, like, a Jinx, we have a Jace, we could have done the Baron. Honestly, we could, even now, still do this Baron. Like, honestly, I would be down if people come. Okay, Aatrox TP top. Yeah, okay. Well, we can't do Baron. Unfortunately, my team doesn't really want to listen to the pings, but that's just how quality goes sometimes, right? We'll take away what we can on the other side, and maybe I can gank Aatrox top. Like, I think we could probably kill him. How about I just sit here and hope he comes through? This is, like, unlikely to be warded because they were all bot side. Yeah, maybe try and kill that guy. We do want to do a Baron at some point. Like, if we could do a Baron, it would really get us back into this game. And, like, Katarina showing bot there, yeah, like, with no TP, this would be another opportunity to do Baron. I think if we were in Challenger, we probably would have done this Baron. But, again, like, you know, you can ping as much as you want, but if your teammates don't listen, there's not much you can do about it. So I probably should be bot here with TP, or Jay should be bot with TP. Dude, they're showing 2 bot. Like, can we just do Baron? I really want to do it, but yeah, I guess we're just not really on the same page. I'll come top. I do have to be quite careful with this guy. I think he actually does beat me in the 1v1 with ulti. I think if he doesn't have ult, I can win, but I think while his ult's up, he's going to beat me. But if I can keep farming here, if I can maybe get to my death cap in level 16, I might be able to carry this game, because I'm pretty strong. I think I am pretty strong. It's just he's a bit stronger. We do need anti-heal, though, like he said. Mainly because, like, pretty soon Ocean Dragon's going to be spawning. And when Ocean comes up, if you don't have... Ocean Soul, if you don't have anti-heal, it's pretty much GG instantly. Okay, we get a pick there. Again, we picked their jungler, so it could be a good idea to do Baron. But they do have a lot of AoE, like the Aatrox and the Katarina. So doing it might be kind of scary. I think we'll probably stay away from it for now. Maybe this guy's going to go too far up and we could get a kill. Okay, could be a play. Same time. Okay, we can kill the cat here. Oh, and my root didn't go off. Maybe I can get her here. Yeah, nice. Okay, so making a bunch of picks. Probably get another one there. Okay, now we go Baron. Please, please, please do Baron. Okay, so the only thing to be careful here of is the Aatrox. Jace should probably TP to this play. If he doesn't, I'd be very disappointed. Okay, Aatrox is bot, so actually he doesn't need a TP to this play. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tank this. So the reason we can do Baron is because we made picks post 20 minutes, right? That's always your rule. Like, if you make a couple picks post 20, that will generally be the Baron for you. Hopefully this doesn't get stolen. I think it should be impossible, but shit, who knows? Okay, so this is good. I'm about to be level 16 with Death Cap, and then this game should be pretty carryable. The next objective really is to pressure as hard as we can with the Baron. And to make sure that we get this Ocean Drag. If we get the Ocean Dragon, I'd say we'd almost certainly gonna win. If they get the Ocean Dragon, it's still winnable, but it is hard, you know? Okay, so what's next? Mainly, I need to be careful of this small period where I don't have flash. Like, right now, I'm the #1 target for their team, without a doubt. Actually, I'm gonna long TP behind this guy and try pick him. Come back to that thing in a second. Hopefully we can find him here. Yeah, this should be a kill. If we can pick Aatrox, like, that's, again, one of the biggest threats to me. It'd be really good if we can get this kill. Should be able to just one-shot him, pretty much. Nice, and I get the shutdown. Okay, that's really big, because now we can pressure really hard with our Baron. And this should allow us to get a lot. In fact, might even be able to come to this fight here. Could ult on it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to ult straight into their backline, just to get a good flank. Let's try and kill the Nami first. This guy's next. Oh, he's fast, so I could flash on him. I'll quickly base and deal with the Katarina. I don't think anyone else needs to base, but they are. I didn't... Oh, Chase TP. Annoying. He didn't need a TP. I need to buy some magic resist here of some kind. I'm not actually sure which kind, so I'm just going to buy a mejai instead. The mejai is actually not bad here because I do already have tank stats, right? Like I do have some MR, I do have a lot of HP. That being said, there probably is MR that's worth buying here. It's probably Banshee, if anything. But the problem was I couldn't really... Well, I guess I could have bought that, right? Maybe it was better. Anyway, we'll deploy on the map here. I'm almost here, and then we should be able to win this fight. The reason Jay shouldn't have recalled... Ooh, wait. Go. Nice, we can keep going. The reason Jay shouldn't have recalled is because we didn't need 2 people to respond, right? I think I just W'd a creep, by the way, instead of Aatrox. But we should still be able to kill him. If I had W'd the Aatrox, though, I think he would have just died, which would have been really good. Probably kill Udyr. I do so much damage. Hopefully we can bait these guys into coming forward again. We kind of do want to keep pressuring with the Baron if we can. If this guy walks up, I will just EW him and then he'll die. Oh, wow. I lost vision. That's really unlucky. That's okay. I mean, we force him back, right? Oh, he even cancelled his base. Maybe Jace can get him. Okay, nice. And I think we could actually just end here. So, yeah, it ends up being a win, it looks like, right? Yeah, we'll be able to end. So I'll probably spend a little bit of time in the post-game just talking about this game, because it was definitely an interesting one. So shove this in, and just hit the Nexus, and then it should be over. Yeah, kill Cat once more, good measure. There we go. Alright, GG. So this was a pretty hard game, obviously, right? Let's go have a look at the post-game real quick, and I'll talk about it a bit more. Okay, so I get the plus 57. Let's check the damage here. We did pretty well. So why was this game so hard? Well, it's a couple of reasons. Obviously, you could look at this and be like, you know, your team didn't listen to pings, right? Like, there was tons of times where Katarina got roams off successfully, or Aatrox got roams off successfully, and those all went well. But honestly, the main reason this game was so difficult is because when I roamed top, I ended up dying for free, and I gave that shutdown over to Aatrox, right? Little mistakes like this impact the game a lot more than you think. Because if you have a look at the map here, right? I'm giving up a wave for this anyway, right? Like, I'm automatically losing something for this. So I really need this play to work, because if it doesn't, then I'm going to be very far behind on mid, right? Just pay attention to the map and look at that wave that I'm losing. So here, I just need to play this slower. I don't need to face check this. I can just wait for Jace to come. I could even ult it for vision of Aatrox if I wanted. Or I could let the Graves face check, and then I could root the Aatrox off him. And this is bad because I give 450 gold here to Aatrox, and while he ends up dying, in the meantime, I lose a lot of gold mid, and Aatrox actually ended up kind of carrying this game, right? Like, Aatrox was a big impact in this game, and so if I hadn't given him that kill, the game could have been very different, right? Like, maybe Aatrox doesn't end up getting kills with this dragon or something like that. So every little misplay like that, it adds up, right? I guess one more thing is that a champion like Ryze is obviously slightly more team reliant than others, right? Like, a lot of Ryze's strength is that he can use prio to invade, use prio to play for other lanes, and has good gank setup. So a champion like Ryze, it's got different strengths and weaknesses in lower elo than it does in high elo, right? So in high elo, Ryze is strong, again, because of his push and because of their gank setup and the ability to make plays with your teammates, right? And all those things are weaker in low elo. But in lower elo, Ryze is able to scale more for free because he doesn't get punished in lane. And also because people pick, like, generally weaker champions, there's, like, less threat to Ryze in team fights, right? Like, it's very rare in a high challenger game that there's going to be this low amount of threat onto a Ryze in a team fight. Like, normally you're going to be punished quite hard for being short range. The LDR, even if a champion is weaker for some reasons than low elo, it might be stronger for other reasons than low elo. Anyway, that's kind of my take on this game. If you guys did like the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. If you have any questions about the game, leave them in the comment section below. See you guys in the next one.